Hello, welcome back to Storytime with Miss Mac. This is episode 3. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend and I really appreciate you joining me back here today. Today we're going to be reading a book called The Dot by Peter H. Reynolds, who is one of my favorite authors, and we'll be seeing more from him in a little bit. But before I get started on the book, I want you to be thinking about a couple of questions. The first one being thinking about how you feel when you start something new, or how you feel when something seems difficult. And maybe think about a time you had trouble learning something new. Those are all something that we're going to cover in this book about a little girl named Vashti who thinks she's no good at drawing, and how a little bit of encouragement goes a long way. So let's get started. The Dot by Peter H. Reynolds. Art class was over, but Vashti sat glued to her chair. Her paper was empty. Vashti's teacher leaned over the blank paper. "Ah, a polar bear in a snowstorm," she said. "Very funny," said Vashti. "I just can't draw." Her teacher smiled. "Just make a mark and see where it takes you." Vashti grabbed a marker and gave the paper a good, strong jab. "There." Her teacher picked up the paper and studied it carefully. She pushed the paper toward Vashti and quietly said, "Now sign it." Vashti thought for a moment. "Well, maybe I can't draw, but I can sign my name." The next week, when Vashti walked into art class, she was surprised to see what was hanging above her teacher's desk. It was the little dot she had drawn, her dot, all framed in swirly gold. "Humph, I can make a better dot than that." She opened her never-before-used set of watercolors and set to work. Vashti painted and painted. A red dot, a purple dot, a yellow dot, a blue dot. The blue mixed with the yellow, she discovered that she could make a green dot. Vashti kept experimenting. Lots of little dots in many colors. "If I can make little dots, I can make big dots too." Vashti splashed her colors with the bigger brush on bigger paper to make bigger dots. Vashti even made a dot by not painting a dot. At the school art show a few weeks later, Vashti's many dots made quite a splash. Vashti noticed a little boy gazing up at her. "You're a really great artist. I wish I could draw," he said. "I bet you can," said Vashti. "Me? No, not me. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler." Vashti smiled. She handed the boy a blank sheet of paper. "Show me." The boy's pencil shook as he drew his line. Vashti stared at the boy's squiggle, and then she said, "Please, sign it." The end. So that was The Dot by Peter H. Reynolds. And so some of the questions I'm going to ask in the activities are ones along the lines of, how do you think Vashti felt at the beginning of the story? And any ideas maybe why she didn't want to draw at first? And why do you think the teacher had the dot framed for Vashti? And how do you think that might have changed the way Vashti was feeling? So it's all about getting a little bit of encouragement when you need it.
Yeah, I know. Get a little fast right here.
Yeah, so I know things are a little uncertain and things are a little new right now, especially with some of your online learning. And so maybe encouragement is maybe you're looking for a little bit of encouragement. Maybe it's something that you can give to other people to help them feel better about some of this new stuff we're happening. So yeah, if you are in need of any of that, make sure you reach out to your teacher. Understand that everybody's in the same book and we're all doing something new, and we all might need a little bit of encouragement. If you're feeling frustrated or overwhelmed or feeling like you can't do something, just let your teacher know or reach out to me and I can help you talk to your teacher. But this is new for all of us. And so I think right now it's super important that we're very encouraging to one another, and whether that's you giving it to someone else or needing it yourself, we will all make this work and get used to this together. So thank you for joining me back here. I do have one quick shout out for Genesis at San Pedro in Miss Holloway's 3rd grade class. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime Genesis, and all of you out there, keep those shout outs coming, and we'll make sure to keep saying hello each day. Hope you have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.